These Social Security mistakes could cost you money. 7 common and costly Social Security mistakes. Avoid these 3 common mistakes when claiming Social Security. Hi, I'm Darryl Rosen. As we approach retirement, we're constantly bombarded by things like that we read on the internet, all the hyperbole about Social Security claiming strategies. The question is there an optimal strategy for claiming Social Security, or is the whole thing overrated? Erin Kennedy and I got together this week to chat about that very subject. And after the interview with Erin, I'm going to share what I feel are the most profound words I've ever read in any book about finance, about retirement planning, about money. Something that I think you really want to stick around to hear. Enjoy.
Hey, Darryl, it's really good to see you. We are tackling such a meaty topic today, Social Security mistakes. I was really surprised to learn that only 4% of retirees claim Social Security at the most financially optimal time. I'm putting that in quotes. The remaining 96% are losing out on $3.4 trillion. That comes out to $111,000 per household. Of course, this grabs my attention and I'm afraid I don't want to be making a mistake. How do I know I'm not making a mistake, Darryl?
Well, I don't even know where to begin on this subject, Erin. It's a big subject. So let me sort of frame this for you. There's a great book called The Psychology of Money, and what this book talks about is money and the psychology of it, if there weren't a better title for it. And so what's happening in this? One of the points in this book is that there are analytical decisions and there are comfort decisions, and everybody wants to make the analytical decision. So I have this report that we can talk about a little bit. So this is a comprehensive Social Security report that was run for my wife and I, given the information I was able to get from SSA.gov. And if you haven't gone to SSA.gov, you should always go create an account, and then you'll get the information. So that's SSA.gov, and you can create your own account. But so going back to this concept of psychological versus analytical, everybody wants to feel that they're making the best analytical decision. They want to look at the numbers and Erin, you want to make good decisions, right?
I do.
It's not how it. Okay, good. But there's another side to it. We don't talk about the other side. The other side is comfort. We don't talk about the comfort side. So what this book is talking about, I'm using it as a frame for this conversation, is some decisions are analytical and some are comfort, and neither are wrong. It just matters how you feel about them. So, okay, so going back to this, I always question, like, what does this mean when they say that you're not taking Social Security at the financially optimal time? So let's think about this for a second. And if you want to put up the little chart that we have,
sure,
we can go into a little bit. So here's one chart that shows the what it means when you collect at 62 versus collecting at 70. So we know that you're penalized by 25% off your full retirement age benefit if you collect at 62. So I'm currently 55 years of age. My full retirement age is 67, and I would be penalized. So you can see in this example, we're at $700. Now, if we wait till 70, it's going to be considerably higher. But a lot of people just don't do that. Now, can you put up the other chart that I shared with you?
You and Jill?
Yeah, me and Jill. Okay, so let's look at Jill and I, and then I can actually put some perspective around this, because Erin, I think it's funny this notion of what people are really losing out on. I just don't know I don't know how much people are really losing. So in this case, what the number 2 on the bottom left-hand corner is showing is that would be, as they would say, because it's yellow. So if you look at the right under total benefits, you can see highest is green, and then it shades to yellow on the bottom where it says lowest. So what this is suggesting is that if I collect at age 62, that's going to be the least optimal strategy. If I collect at 67, right? So one is my age on the bottom, and then Jill's age is going up the left-hand side. then we could collect at 67. That would be a little more optimal. If we wait till closer to 70, then that would be the most, I guess, the most optimal. But here's the thing,
Financially optimal time, right?
Well, right, because what that means, so the benefit does not go any higher after age 70. And one thing that a lot of people don't know, Erin, is that one of the reasons why we delay in taking Social Security is because, let's just say I was to pass away. Okay, so I have a full benefit, and Jill was with the kids and doesn't have as much Social Security paid in, so she has half of my benefit. So what happens is if something happens to me, then her benefit goes away and she takes my benefit. Now let's think about that for a second. That would mean that we would want my benefit to be as high as possible.
Right.
That would stand at taking age 70. But the other side to that is, what happens if I retire at age 64? So we know now that everybody they have wants, they have needs, they have wants, and then they have, let's say, aspirational goals or desires, taking the family on a cruise and all that. So we start with the needs and then we go to the wants. Now, Erin, if I'm 64 and I am no longer working, and I have no source of revenue coming in, I'm just sitting on a beach somewhere with a lot of sunscreen.
I'm jealous.
What am I getting? What?
I'm jealous.
You're jealous? Yeah, you're jealous? No, don't be jealous of what I go through if I sit in the sun for 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's not good. But so what happens is we have our needs and we have our wants. But if I have no income coming in, I have nothing coming in, what am I going to buy food with?
Right.
My investments. So now we're not talking about that side. So this might say, no, Darryl, no. Under the penalty of death, do not take before you're 67. Right. Don't do it. It's not optimal.
So I hope you enjoyed that. You could probably tell that that I think that some of these decisions are overrated and overblown. And I just think that there's so much noise out there that there is not always the optimal decision. And I want to read some words to you. And I read these words in a book called The Psychology of Money, which is a fabulous book. I wish I'd read it 30 years ago. Don't always aim to be rational when making financial decisions. Aim to be pretty reasonable. People don't want the mathematically optimal strategy. They want the strategy that maximizes how well they sleep at night. Pretty profound. So, thanks for watching. If you like what we're doing here at Real Retirement Advice, please subscribe to our videos and comment or even give a thumbs up. This has been a lifelong dream of mine to help pre-retirees, retirees, and just about anybody who's thinking about retirement have safety, simplicity, and strength in their financial future. So if you could take a second, subscribe, and or even leave a comment would be great. And I'll see you next time.